Hey, it's Friday night. Welcome back to the channel. Of course, you know, you're here to watch another episode of On the Peg with me, the one, the only, the eyebrow-raising Toyaholic. You all either love or hate or don't know who I am, but I am the Mad Montreal Man. And, hard to believe, Season 4, Episode 2 already. It's amazing to think that because of one action figure I was given a while ago, Shane, I became a Toyaholic, and I've been doing this show now for the fourth season. And I'm actually going to say, I honestly think the show's gotten better. You let me know in the comments. I mean, if you watched Season 1, especially that first episode, ooh, that was bad. That was bad. It's gotten better. And as you can tell by what's behind me, we do have stuff for Season 4. A lot of stuff to review in Season 4. I'm still not sure how I'm going to change the format too much, because I like my sound wall. It makes me happy. But no, it's, welcome back to the show once again. I'm happy you guys are tuning in. I'm happy you guys like what I'm doing. And for those of you who care, a little bit of an update, a small little update here. As you know, in the past year, 2024, I wasn't working. I had no job hunting like mad, starving, freezing. My throat still hasn't recovered from that pneumonia I had in 2023. But a little bit of good news. I have a job. Finally! It's not a great paying job. It's a very physically demanding job. So I'm not sure how long I can do it before my back dies on me. But finally, after over a year of looking for work, I have a job. Yay! It doesn't pay much, but at least going forward, I know that I have an income coming in, and I'll be able to continue doing this. Still haven't paid January's rent yet. All depends on that first check I get. But that's something I'll deal with my landlord, and that's it. But yeah, the Toyaholic can continue. I can keep buying my action figures. And on that note, I know last week I only did one figure, and I don't really want to do like 4 or 5 figures anymore, because I don't want to take up all your time. Really don't. But today we're doing sort of 1.5 kind of thing. So I got 2 things for you today. The first thing I'm talking about is a vehicle. I picked it up because Casey at GameStop somehow got me convinced I wanted this. Well, hopefully he's right. Let's take a look at it and see if I did want it. And I know you're thinking, is it the Batman Beyond Sky Car? No, I kind of want that one, but I can't afford it. This is something I picked up a while ago. Like all the stuff you saw behind me here is stuff I picked up a while ago. There's nothing new that's come in over a month. Going through toy withdrawal. But now that I'm working again, I probably will at some point pick up that Batman Beyond flying car. Why? Because I have every other Batman Beyond figure. I even got that Batman Beyond Family Mega Pack. But I digress, don't I? Yes, I am digressing. So, you're asking the question, what vehicle am I talking about? I did the Batmobile recently. I didn't buy another glow-in-the-dark one. No, I'm talking about Red Hood's sports bike. Yep. The Red Hood sports bike. I figured, why not? I picked it up a while ago. It's been sitting on the shelf. And I figured it's about time. Time I take it out, because I've already looked at the Red Hood. It's supposed to go with him, right? And I've already picked up a couple other DC motorcycles. I mean, I've got the Batman movie one, which you saw the review of. I've got the, I think it was from one of the other movies with the motorcycle, and I got, of course, the Bad Pot. Bad Pot I still like. But, no, I figured I might as well pick it up. Why not? A motorcycle that's half the size of the last Batmobile I picked up. But, yeah, it's the joys of being a Toyaholic. You know, you gotta find those little things in life that make you happy, and sometimes just getting my friend Dr. Scalpel out and doing this. Because, as you know, Dr. Scalpel and me, we like tormenting, but it's mint in package, people. It's fun doing it. It's just is. It's really fun. You know, you get to see these people go, but you kept it in back and you'd be worth more money. But I wouldn't enjoy it as much. And I'm not going to deny it. I don't have... Well, that one's really stuck in there. Ah! Okay, I got it. And I do admit, I do have doubles of some things. I mean, if you look at my wall up there are some doubles. It does happen. Being a toyholic, you pick up some doubles. Most of those I picked up because I was thinking about doing a custom at some point, and I changed my mind. So I have some doubles. Plus the fact it does look nice to have a little bit of sealed action figures on the wall. I am not going to deny it. I also have some doubles on my shelves. Mostly because, same thing, I was looking to get the variants, or it was a good deal, and I had plans for them. I probably will have plans for them down the road. If not, when I'm dead, my daughters have a toy inheritance. Think about it. Alright, so let's continue with this thing. I'm not going to do a complete unboxing. I just like tormenting those minted package people. Look, it's out. Alrighty, so I'm going to continue getting this thing out, and we'll be back after the close-up. Okay, I'm not normally going to do this, but I'm going to read you what it says on the card. Let me just dial this in. Jason Todd was the second Robin. Okay, I'll give you credit for that, especially in the continuity. And nearly the most troubled. Wouldn't you be troubled too? You grew up in the slums of Gotham? You know, you get caught by Batman trying to steal his wheels off his car? That's a bit troubling. Angry and with a desperate need to prove himself, Jason's impulsive behavior led to his death at the hands of the Joker. I wouldn't say his impulsive behavior. He was basically trying to do what he thought was right. I wouldn't exactly say that. He was just trying to go, literally, hey, I got a lead, Joker's in there, I'm gonna go. And it was the fans, those fans who killed Jason. I remember I was working at a comic book store at those time, and I was like, I like this Robin. He's kind of got a grit to him. And I know for a fact the vote really was actually to save him, but for some odd reason, some votes weren't counted. Conspiracy? Plus the fact it didn't make sales, but they fixed it. They brought him back. Okay. Resurrected to become the heroic Red Hood. What they're missing out here is the Lazarus pit that Talia al Ghul used to bring him back has an effect on the brain. It's been said in so many comics, it has an effect on the brain. That's besides the point. I kind of like Jason Todd as the Robin. The Red Hood over the... I don't know, it's kind of like some Red Hooding versions I like, some I'm not too crazy about. I already told you how I felt about this current costume. I wasn't happy with the hood not coming off, and why not have just two swords? But it's supposed to be his bike, so let's, take a look at the bike. Let me put him down. You saw him in the close-up anyway. Alright, the bike itself. Yep. Now, I do give McFarlane credit. This base actually works. It holds the wheel nicely. And as motorcycles go, I mean, it's interesting. I don't quite get... I mean, I think there's supposed to be lights in here. There's not. They're just clear. So that's a little bit of a strike. Because in the comic books, these are lights, not just clear. So they could have put like a little bit of yellow in here. It's kind of like when I say they don't put clear goggles on a character who's got clear goggles, they just make it solid color. But overall, I actually like this bike. Compared to some of the other bikes I have, I can't complain about the engine. because they covered most of it. You can't really see it. And I do know some bikes, especially some Italian bikes, have this kind of coverage where you can't see all the engine. And as a former service manager for a Canadian company that sold tires, I can tell you one thing. We used to hate bikes like this, just to work on, because you have to take so much paneling off to get to the motor. But as a toy bike, I actually like this. So Casey, I give you credit. You're right. I did like this one. I do like it. It does look nice. It does feel like, it does fit in with the rest of the line, which is really nice. And overall, the price wasn't bad on it. I mean, this one I liked. It would have been nice as well if there had been like a red bat in the back. I'm just saying, it would have been kind of cool. But this is something I can see a lot of people picking up and customizing. If I had the time and the extra money, I probably would put in like yellow headlights or like headlights in here. I probably would paint a little red bat on the back. I can also see people taking this and saying, hey, it's kind of like an Akira bike. Well, that's a stretch. But no, there it is. I actually do like the Red Hood bike, and if you can get it for a normal price, I'd say pick it up, because it's going to look nice on the shelf once I finally clean up the shelves, eventually. But that was the half one. Now the next one I want to do is reference to Swamp Thing 57. This is going back a ways. I had to do some research for this one, because I had to admit that I couldn't remember this story. I couldn't remember it. When I first saw this, I pre-ordered it. This is one of the ones I pre-ordered. I went, oh yeah, it's kind of like an autumn version. No, I was wrong. It's not an autumn version of the character. It's basically him when he was on the planet Rann. So I'm talking about the Swamp Thing. Ha! Yes, on planet Rann. Swamp Thing 57. And I figured I already had two other Swamp Things. One of them, thanks to you, Shane, by the way, I still appreciate it. And the only two I'm missing really now are the two gray versions. And like I told Shane when I first got the Swamp Thing, I saw those gray versions everywhere. You can't find them now in Ottawa. You just can't. Not even online, I can't find them. But either way, what do you say? We get Dr. Scalpel, Minton Package people. Oh, look, there's 4 things I have to cut to get this one open. There's 1. I just want to hear those Minton Package people scream some more. 2. Ooh. Let's draw this one out. 3. And 4. Oh. Yeah. I get the toy market. You want to keep your toys because you see all these retro toy channels, and I watch a whole bunch of those retro toy channels. I mean, I even watch the guy from Belgium, Ed's Geek Out. I like him. I watch the Toy Federations, and I get it. They like their retro toys, and yeah, I must admit, toys from back then are hard to find mint in package. I also, when I was a kid, I had these Matt Mason dolls, these astronaut dolls. I had a whole bunch of them. We didn't think back in those days, keep it in package. We want to play with our toys. So yeah, finding those mint in package, it's super hard. But like I was pointing out to one of my new co-workers the other day, it's like comic books. Comic book collectors were buying comic books to read them. Then that whole speculation market blew out of hand, and in some ways it has really killed the comic book store market, because all of a sudden companies will do trades instead. And it's the same thing happened to the toy market. I think more and more people out there are looking at, I want to buy this because I want to have it down the road so it'll be worth more money. Basically, the scalpers, the toy scalpers. And it kind of bugs me. It does kind of bug me. It's like people like me who want to collect and have the variants because we like the variants, we like having the collection. I don't sell. I keep my toys. Even the ones I have in package, I'm keeping them for my kids down the road. Or if I get an idea for something, I really want to have this. That's kind of cool. But I am not fooling myself and thinking, oh, I'm going to keep this in package, and it's going to go up so much in value. It's a waste, because they overproduce now. It's like one thing we were talking about was Funko Pops. Oh, boy. mass-produced to the point where they dump them in bins. So that's one thing I give McFarlane Toys credit for. Sometimes they don't make enough of the action figures, which kind of drives me crazy because they should make more of some of them, especially the variants, because they're so hard to get sometimes. And no, I just like taking them out. And with that light falling down, that's the time for me to cut, do the close-up, and I'll be back once the close-up's done, of course, and you've watched it, and I fixed the light. Back in a moment. Okay, you didn't see them in the close-up, but he does come with 2 spare hands. They're both punching hands. I'm not using them. But, no, let's take a look at what we get. The card, of course. Not a bad card. The useless part. Really? Besides the point, I won't tell you how many times during filming I had to stop. Because, guess what? Guess what? Base is useless. Let me just try to get it back in there. But you can sort of see what I mean. I mean, look at the size of the guy. That little itty bitty base. 1 peg. It's just Todd, if you're watching, you know, you gotta find a better base system. But let's talk about the figure now. Those of you who've seen the regular Swamp Thing, the green one, or the gray version, or even the Horn Swamp Thing, you go, oh, it's the same body buck. In a lot of ways, yes. In a lot of ways, I mean, the hands, lower arm, that looks about the same. You know, the upper leg, about the same. However, the feet look a little bit different, which is nice. But most importantly is the shoulders and the torso piece and the head. And I have to admit, the detail, I mean, I'm not too crazy about the face, but the detail in the torso and the chest, I mean, it really does look like some kind of weird alien plant. Now, for example, if you are a fan of DC Comics and you know the stories where you have that certain type of plant that takes over your mind and makes you dream weird stuff, it makes me think of that a little bit, but now I want to have that as an accessory to one of the figures. Be kind of cool. But no, overall, this is one of the really, really cool Swamp Things. I'm happy I got him. Now, he is stiff. I mean, I haven't warmed him up yet, so he's very boring posed. I will warm him up and put him with the other Swamp Thing. But no, this is really cool. It's one of those variants that, I mean, it is really a reference. Like I said, I couldn't remember this story. I had to go back and go, when the heck did this happen? And yeah, it was a weird, more of an Adam Strange story than Swamp Thing, but this is kind of what he looked like. And I'm happy I got him. This is one of the ones I'm happy I got. It's going to look really good next to the other Swamp Things. Not an action figure for everybody, because you have to be a Swamp Thing fan, and I am. It's like what they did with Swamp Thing back in the day, I've always liked. From Bernie Wrightson, even to the crazy Alan Moore stuff they did, which I thought they should have continued doing. I mean, it's one of those characters that doesn't get used enough in DC, and I'm happy McFarlane decided to do him. I'm happy Todd went, hey, I'm going to take a Swamp Thing from one episode or one comic book. I'm going to do him. Why not? Ta-da! But no, there he is. He's great. I like him. I just wish the mouth wasn't an open mouth. To me, it would have been like, because to me, Swamp Thing is more like, I'll only speak if I have to. Unlike me, I can rabble on for a while. But no, that's it for this week's episode. Next week, actually going forward, there might be a little change in the time the show comes out. I know in the past it's kind of been on a Friday night, early or late, but I'm working Fridays. Like ongoing, like I don't see any time I'm gonna have Fridays off, so I will be filming the shows before Friday, unlike today, which I'm filming like at 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm filming this, but going forward, I'll be filming the shows ahead of time. I'll be setting YouTube to premiere the show on a Friday night. Not sure what time yet. And if you're one of those people who basically links to the show through Facebook, well, the link's going to be up later that night on a Friday night. It's what happens. I'm working my job. My new job that I have is mostly evenings. Very rarely we'll work in the day. I think the earliest I start is noon on some days, so it's an evening job. It does involve traveling. So, for example, 2 days ago I had a shift that ended at 8 o'clock, but it took me 2 hours to get home. Because it's not like I'm working around the block. I literally have to travel to far distant parts of Ottawa for this job. So the travel time does take into effect. So that's why I'm saying from now on, the show is going to come on as a premiere on the channel on a Friday night. I'll I might set it to start at maybe 8 p.m. on a Friday or 9. I'm not sure yet. But the filming has to happen before that, so more than likely I'll be filming on Wednesdays. But I'm not putting the show up on Wednesdays, no. I like torturing you guys, taking a little bit of time on your weekends. And that's it. Not much really going on. Like I said, let me know what you guys want to see next week. I'll give you a couple options. We can do the Superman False God. With the Batman armored suit. And no, I did not buy the 2-pack of either Superman and Doomsday or the Nightmare Batman either. I didn't buy the 2-pack. Didn't have any money at the time. I was thinking about doing this guy next week, maybe. Lightning Lad. Or maybe even the 3 digitals that came in. Let me know in the comments which one or two you want to see next week. If you want to see a mega show... No, I'm not doing a five-figure show. I'm not that crazy. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to go look at my hologram cards and get the editing done. And I will see you guys on my other channel tomorrow, on the Madness Inc. channel, the Mad Montreal Man channel. Another little rant about politics in Canada. So if you want to see that, go watch that tomorrow on Saturday on Mad Montreal Man. But if not, just do me a favor. It doesn't hurt you. It makes me feel a bit better. Hit like, subscribe if you don't mind, and comment and share the videos. It's a way of knowing that at least a few of you out there enjoy the content. And it's hopefully this new job gets better over time. Hopefully I don't die doing this new job, but at least I'm working again, which means more action figures. And until then, do your best, of course, to stay healthy. It's not easy. It's not easy sometimes. And, but you got to do your best. Stay healthy. And, of course, one of the things you really have to do, even if it's just a little bit, little slice of pie every now and then, or a scoop of ice cream, or an action figure, do your best, of course, to stay happy. And with the way the world's going all over the place, you have delusional political leaders in a few countries now. We'll talk about that on my channel tomorrow. But it's not always easy to look past all the negativity in the world. I mean, last year for me was a bad year. I'm still not 100%. I mean, I just literally started at this new job this week. But you gotta hang in there. You gotta not give up. You gotta find a little bit of something that helps you to stay positive. And that's it. My thoughts go out to all the people out there suffering. It's not easy out there. And if you are alone, reach out, talk to somebody. It's especially with the way the world is now, and the Canada and the States and then the UK and stuff. There's a lot of problems going on, and we're at a point in the world now where people say one thing, they can take it out of context. Cancel culture. You know who you are. You people who lie to try to protect yourself because your feelings were hurt. Well, my feelings are hurt too. You don't see me making lies up about you. No, I'm honest. I collect toys. And you shouldn't be ashamed of that. And until next week, people, take care of yourselves. Take care of your loved ones. And hang in. Hang in there. Hang in there. You got to hang in there. And let me know. Let me know. And by the way, if you are a person interested in sponsoring the show, Todd, how about, one guy I've been watching a lot, Valaverse. Hey, Valaverse. Yeah, hey, I'll review your toys. Send me some. I watch your YouTube channel, just saying. But no, if you want to sponsor me, just message me here, or if you know me on Facebook, message me there. As for the other thing I was talking about, Patreon, I decided, for now, put that in the back burner. I'll think about it down the road, because I don't want you guys to have to pay to watch my show. I just don't. I don't. It's not fair to you. It would be nice to help pay for this stuff, but like I said, now that I'm working again, that's on the back burner until maybe I have enough subscribers to make it worthwhile to do extra filming and content. I don't know. And that's it. Thank you guys all for being with me through 2024. It was not a good year. You guys kept me going. You guys gave me a reason every Friday to do the show. And that's why this year I'm still doing the show. It's because you guys apparently like what I'm doing. And I like you guys liking what I'm doing. So on that note, I'll say goodnight for now. Enjoy your weekend, people. And we'll see you next week.